That is good for footy. Welcome, everybody. What a wonderful audience we have here this evening. We're out at the Clayton Bowls Club, 37A Springs Road in Clayton, I suppose you'd call it. We're here for the Footy Fanatics night, that's good for footy panel show. St Kilda night. Pumped? Come on, the Satyrs. That's it. We're not going to muck around too much. We're going to get straight on with the show, but I just want to point out with you, good evening and welcome to you all. Hope you're having a good time and you're about to have a better one, we hope. This is the only live and interactive footy panel show in Australia. All right, so you're not going to see anything like this anywhere else. This is where you'll get to see the players like you've never seen them before, and you'll get to participate in live and interactive segments. You're going to get photos, win prizes. It's all about them and it's all about you, all right? So let's not muck around. Let's get on with the show. What do you think? All right, put your hands together when these guys come out, really give us a rapturous warm welcome to the boys. Our first panellist, he was born on the 10th of July in 1982. He debuted in 2004. He's played 225 games and kicked 22 goals. He wears the number 25 on his back. Yeah? Please welcome to the stage, Sam Fisher.
When the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in, oh how I want to be with St Kilda. When the Saints go marching in.
Oh yeah! Hey, that'll do. We got one more. What an entrance though, eh? You gotta love that. I'll take my hat off to that one. Thank you. Welcome, Sam. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful, mate.
No pressure, Armour.
No pressure. Don't take your shirt off or anything, mate. Keep it on. Our second panellist was born on the 16th of June in 1988. He debuted in 2007. He wears the number 20 on his back. He's played 140 games and kicked a total of 84 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, David Armitage.
When the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in, oh how I want to be with St Kilda. When the Saints go marching in.
Yeah! How good's that? All right. That'll do. We'll get more of that as the night goes on. We've got plenty to give you guys tonight. How's this? David Armitage, Sam Fisher, St Kilda Football Club, St Kilda night in Clayton. Can't get much better than that. Thanks for appearing, boys. Really good to have you here. You pumped? Feeling good?
Absolutely.
Yeah, going to give us a bit tonight?
Pumped. Can't wait to give Semi some crap.
Well, there's going to be a bit of that
I get
going
it from
on.
you every day, mate.
As I probably said off the top, but I'm going to point it out to you now, we're a footy panel show that allows you to get close to the players, get involved in all of that sort of stuff. We don't talk any of that crap that's going on in football, which is the Eddie Maguire, the Caroline Wilson, the Brad Scott stuff. We're not into any of that, all right? So we're not going to give you any of that tonight. We're going to go into a little bit more in depth about these boys, because these guys are here for you, and you're here to see them, all right? So we're going to kick it off with our first segment, which is called What's Going On?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on.
All right.
I'll tell you what's
That's it. We're all nice and groovy up here. Got a nice little dancer over there. We might have to get you up later on. I'm just going to go into a couple of things with you boys because, as I said, it's pretty informal here, but I do want to talk to you about a couple of things going on in football. But before I do, let's give a little bit of a snapshot on you boys, okay? What I really want to know is basically your family members, your upbringing, what got you involved in football, hobbies, passions, your likes and dislikes. Feel free.
My mum and dad, Terry and Sue. Got a brother, Ben, who's a bit younger. He's into his footy as well. Pretty good footballer. He played at West Adelaide in the Samful. Probably played a bit over 100 games, played in a grand final, and so he's quite capable on the football field. And grew up in South Australia in a place called Barmera. Not a very big town, about 4,000 people. But yeah, played all sorts of sports. We grew up on the Murray River. Barmera's sort of on the Murray, so did a whole lot of water skiing and wakeboarding. So that was my
beautiful
sort of hobby, and obviously golf, which probably everyone here knows that I play a fair bit of golf. And still enjoy playing golf and try and get out as much as possible.
And
but
you get to go home much?
A little. In the 8 weeks off after the season finishes, I tend to get home for a week because mum and dad love having their son's home, so and definitely over Christmas. So that's Dad's number one rule. Got to be home over Christmas to celebrate Christmas with mum and dad as well.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah, be a great spot to get back to. Obviously over that time as well. You know,
It is,
family
yeah.
and friends.
It's a very warm spot. Like
Yep.
it gets up to about probably 45 degrees in summer. So very warm spot, but good for a beer over Christmas.
Oh,
and it's a
yeah.
big wine region, so
Yeah.
a
Yep.
lot of vineyards and
Yep.
that sort of area, citrus. So
Okay.
yeah, good spot to grow up. A lot of things happening.
And a lot of family and friends still there? I mean,
yeah,
obviously
mum and dad
family,
are
but
still
friends?
there. A lot of friends are still
Yep.
there.
Okay.
A lot of my friends just tend to move out of Barmera to
Yep.
go to Adelaide and study or
Find work and so forth. Yep.
get jobs
Yep.
and stuff like that. So they've sort of all moved out, but mum and dad are still there and
Okay.
still really enjoy going home.
Beautiful. Excellent. And do they get to come down and see you play much?
Yeah, they do probably about 3 or 4 times a year normally.
Okay.
We tend to play in Adelaide twice.
Yep.
We always find that I always play in Adelaide
Make it
twice
easier, yeah.
with the two teams, so that makes it easier. They're only 3 hours from, we're 3 hours from Adelaide, so get down to Adelaide to watch me, and I normally maybe stay over. I normally go a day earlier or stay over a day later just to spend a little bit extra time, and they come over, a couple of
cool.
times a year too. So I think they're here. The Essendon game, which is my birthday round, so
Oh,
July
perfect.
10. I noticed you
Good
mentioned
timing.
that, and
Yeah.
mate, everyone aware of how old I am.
And if
Happy
you wanna-
40th.
And we'll be taking donations later on. Touche. All right. Over to you, David. Same sort of thing. Just your family, your upbringing, your interest with football, where that came from, and the influences from outside and inside that.
Yep, so I try not to get home as much as possible. Because every time I go home over Christmas, mum and dad tend to book work because they get time and a half. So I just sit on the couch all day by myself,
Yeah, right.
which is great.
Okay.
Um,
I can do that in Melbourne, he says.
yeah, that's right. So, so I've got an older brother who lives in Townsville and a younger sister who lives in Brisbane. And what else? I've got a dog and a cat.
Dog and a cat.
Yeah.
Names?
Ari and Tilly. Just
Ari, the dog.
Ari's the dog, who's
Yeah.
a girl, and Tilly's the cat,
What
who's
sort
a
of
girl.
cat?
Ragdoll.
Ragdoll.
Yeah, so I
Ooh.
know it
How's
follows
the,
me
how's
around.
the toilet training going on the ragdoll?
Yeah, it's
Armo?
done a few poos on my bed. But that was in the first couple of days, but it's pretty well trained now.
Yeah, well, it has to be. It's outside.
Yeah. No, but what else?
Just your hobbies? What sort of hobbies?
Hobbies,
you
yeah. I
do?
also like playing golf. I'm not as good as Sam, but
Yeah.
I still try and hit it.
Get
But
out
I
there and have
seem
a
to
bit
hit
of a
it
go.
too often.
Yeah.
What else?
And just
Lovely
likes and
girlfriend.
dislikes? Any?
Yeah, I've got a
girlfriend?
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yep, Jessie. She's
Oh,
going
sorry
well.
about that, ladies. I just
Yeah.
heard a massive collective sigh.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I know a few of the angels in here are a bit upset about that. But I
All
still
right.
get good hugs and kisses off them every day, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few more before you leave tonight too. Sorry, just pre-warning you. I just want to talk about the extreme weather conditions that we're experiencing. Not that we're going through cyclonic, hurricanes or anything like that, but more to the point. Down in Tassie the other week, the North Melbourne game, it was absolutely freezing against Richmond. It was like 4 or 5 degrees. All you could see were just slits between the beanie and the scarf wrapped around the mouth. It was so cold down there. Then you go to the sleet and the rain that they had at the Metricon Stadium a fortnight ago. What would you prefer to play in? Is it, if you had the choice, that kind of extreme cold, that kind of rain, or 40-plus degree heat?
I prefer to play at Etihad where it doesn't matter what's on outside.
Beautiful. All right. Take that, Damo. Yeah. Etihad, mate. Yeah. Good.
Throw whatever weather you want at us.
I like that. Yeah.
And me being a Queenslander, I'd have to say the warmer weather.
Okay.
Whether it's raining, it's still humid when it rains up there, so
Yeah.
I'd have to say that. Because we played actually in Tassie last year down there, and I think it was 8 degrees, but it was sunny, so...
It was sunny,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was sunny and 8 degrees, and there was a little bit of snow on the mountain, so it's
Yeah.
not great playing down there because you tend to not smother as much, that's for sure.
I'm not getting kicked in the face
Nah,
with that cold wet
nah.
ball. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Tell us a little bit more about your routine during the week. Basically, not trying to be a stalker here or anything, but what's your week like? For your leading up to your game, you warm down. When you play night games, how late do you get to bed? That sort of thing, without going into too much detail, obviously.
Yeah, well, this is my 10th year now, so I've got my routine down pat.
Yep.
We haven't played a lot of night games over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We seem to get that great 4:40 Sunday slot.
Yeah, you do. don't you?
But with a few more games that we're starting to win, we'll see ourselves get back up to the good time slots. But I'll just run you through a typical day for me. I wake up at about 8:30, go down to the local cafe and have my eggs on toast, that kind of thing. And then I come home and play with the cat and the dog and watch a bit of telly, and then start preparing mentally for the game. And then on the way in, I listen to a bit of, a few different tunes and get ready and prepare for battle.
Okay, yeah, wow. The life of a professional footballer. You got to love it, don't you? I'm exhausted myself. Sam, yours, what routine-wise?
I tend to get a bit more nervous by the sounds than what Armo does. So, you tend to get that when you're a defender and you're playing on a big key forward that, the ball comes in probably 50 times, they have 50 inside 50 entries, and when you're playing on the key forward, it tends to go to them probably 40% of the time. Yeah. So I'm always under the pump, no matter if we're playing well or not. They still have the same amount of entries, and the ball still gets kicked to my opponent just as much. So if I'm slightly off, I get goals kicked on me. I feel about that big and feel like we're the reason why we've lost, or even, if you won, it's still good to win, but you still feel like you've sort of let the team down. So I tend to get quite nervous still before games, even though I've played for 13 years and 225 games. I still get as nervous as ever, and probably more so now than even what I used to.
Wow.
Now that my role has changed to play on those key forwards. So I'm probably not more as chilled as Armo. I try to be, but but in terms of eating and that sort of thing, you just try and relax as much as possible. But just mentally preparing as much as possible, and my mental preparation starts probably a couple of days out. So to make sure that I'm across everything, I'm switched on for the game.
Yeah.
So
did you want to?
I was just going to say I probably should be a bit more nervous this week. I'm playing on Paddy Dangerfield.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Might be puckering a bit more.
Everything's starting to get a little bit tighter. I get it.
But Armo was right. We in 09 and 10, when we were absolutely flying, we basically played it was either Friday night or Saturday night. So you really got used to having a lot of time during the day to really fill in time and stuff like that. So you sort of got really used to that. And now we're more day games, so you sort of wake up and you're almost going to the ground straight away. So there's a lot less time to fill in terms of that sort of thing. Yeah,
right. Yeah, good. Oh, thanks for that. I also wanted to just talk about injuries. They seem to be bringing a lot of the clubs that are in the upper echelon, if you want to call it that, or in the top tier, back into the fold. North Melbourne, obviously, are now, a lot of people say they had a pretty easy draw, but I'd also contribute that the injuries they've had is now starting to bring them back into line with where all the other teams are. They've gone from first to third. Who knows where they're going to be if they don't win on tomorrow night, go down to the fifth or sixth. But the circumstance with a lot of the clubs, they've got to have depth. Western Bulldogs have shown that. Sydney have shown that. A lot of the clubs that are having those kind of injuries, if you haven't got the depth, you're going to be in a world full of poo. And I'm thinking, do you know from your personal point of view that when you're out there, the injuries that are taking, are they attributing to anything along the lines of because of the pace of the game, or is it because of it's now capped in the rotations off the bench? Are there any thoughts that you have on that?
I think our medical staff cursed us. We were injury-free up until I got injured.
Yeah, right.
I think we did a piece, or the medical staff did a piece with Caroline Wilson and said how injury-free we were and everything else. What do you know, that exact day I did my hamstring, and then we had the 3 injuries on the weekend, I think, that weekend. So we had which were more collision injuries from memory.
Right. I tried to keep her out of the show, but she keeps coming back in. But that's a shame.
So I think we were cursed. So never ever pump up how well you're doing injury-wise. So
and I suppose that's really my point just about North Melbourne, because they went through fairly unscathed, and then all of a sudden the injuries have started to come. And that's where the depth needs to come in, and I'm just trying to find out or ascertain where you think that might have come from.
I'm not sure totally whether they've been collision injuries or soft tissue injuries, but it does really taps your depth, and that's where the good sides guys come in, and they just play their role really well. Hawthorn have probably been quite dissipated with injuries this year, but they're still winning games because they've got such good depth, and they're so well drilled that those guys come in, just play their role, and they get the job done. So
Yeah, I agree.
Retired,
Yeah, your thoughts on it
I was
too,
more
David? Same?
going to say that the last couple of years, or even probably longer, that the premiership teams actually use about 30 or 32 players on their list.
Yeah.
So it's not always the 22 that you sort of know that are run out every week. There's about 30 or 32 that most premiership sides use throughout the year. So like you talk about that depth, you need a lot of players to go through and play well for the team.
Yeah, and we're obviously at the halfway mark now. We're going into round 14. You look at it's down to the contenders from the pretenders, the makers and the fakers. If you haven't got that depth, you're going to get found out. I mean, that's really where I'm saying this is right now. All those teams that may look like they were finals contention. I know when we were talking about round 8, round 9, we were thinking any team between 1 and 14 has got a good chance of making top 8, top 4. Whereas now, we're after round 14, the bye, everyone's looking forward to the bye. By the time we come back after the bye, there'll be even Johannesson from Western Bulldogs, Eastern Wood, they'll be coming back into the fold. So the injuries that have taken place, it's all going to change after the bye. Everyone needs the bye, but they'll be looking forward to getting back after, round 15, round 16.
Yeah, I guess if you've been able to win enough games while you've lost those players, it's given younger players or less experienced players the opportunity to come in and really contribute and find their feet. So then once you get, all the good players, you've created that depth already. So I still think there's probably 6 teams that could win the flag this year because it's so even. You got GWS this year and the Bulldogs who are serious contenders, especially once that they're still winning games, like I said, without those key players. So I think it's wide open at the moment. So it'll
Sydney, Adelaide,
really
Geelong,
sort of, as you said, the next sort of month or so will really tell us where most teams are at.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. Now, just a little bit of a quirky one. Do you hear sledges, and I know you do, but I have to ask the question, do you hear sledges and comments from over the fence, and how does it affect you, and how do you block it out?
Yeah, you actually do a fair bit. Every time I come to the bench, I get something, whether it's good or bad. But I just tend to... there's a lot of funny ones, actually, that you're a peanut, that kind of thing. And I love just giving like a little thumbs up or a little smirk or something like that. Even if it's bad and they swear at you, I still do the same thing.
I don't necessarily like to give them any kudos, the people that are out there going, oh, so they do hear us. That's good. But at the same time, I know that you would, but just how much attention do you actually give it? And how much does it affect you? Or do you just, I'm blocked out and occasionally I'll give a wave or it looks like a wave to the crowd, that kind of thing. But yeah, yourself?
I tend to hear a fair bit more because I'm on the goal line. So, and 2 quarters for the game, I'm up the opposite end to our lovely supporters and cheer squad and up the other end. But Richmond faithful are absolutely abusing me. So
I was going to say, who are the worst?
Normally,
that's a good question.
I'd have to say, Richmond have been up there right along the journey for me ever since I stepped foot on the full back line against Matthew Richardson. I can't probably repeat what they say, but
we've got a fair idea.
Yeah, Richmond and us and Collingwood are definitely right up there. And
okay,
I guess the interstate sides are pretty loud too, right across the ground. But that's what I said.
Beautiful.
I probably can't repeat many things, but I normally just give them a wink if we're 10 goals up in the last quarter.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
All right, we got Sandy out there in the audience, and she's got a couple of people that, if you want to ask any questions, Sandy's going to be out there, and she's happy to walk around and capture a couple of questions from you guys, and we'll pose them to the boys whilst they're here. So we'll start with Sandy now, and we'll go with our first question. Who you got, Sandy?
I got Tyler here. He's got a question for David.
Beautiful.
Okay, what's the most annoying player you've come across?
Most annoying? Probably Ryan Crowley. I remember he tagged me one game and he was like a commentator out on the ground. So everything that was going on, he was commentating literally. And then if I got a kick, he was like, "God darn it!" And every time it was quite funny. So
really?
So but it was really annoying. Like, at the same time, you're like, "Mate, just shut up and run around with me."
Yeah, you're really starting to give me the shits now. Yeah.
I'd say, I know this question was Dave, I'd say Jaron Geary.
And that's not generally during a game. That's a training. Yeah. Sandy, you've got somebody else there, please.
I've got Wendy here, and she's got a question for David.
Beautiful.
No what-ohs. In your warm-up, you always tend to come to the members' side of the ground and you're always the last in line, and you and Jack Stephen seem to have a little bit of a tug-of-war about who gets there. Is the reason because you want to just face the crowd and show them your good looks?
Yeah. Basically, you're right. No, it's just, it's just something that, you know, even in the meeting room before the game, yeah, every player has their spot in the meeting room or the auditorium during the week at the footy club. So it's just something, that's where my spot is in the line. And Jack always gives me a high five. And it's just a thing that we do. And he likes being on the second inside and I'm always on the end. So yeah, that's that.
Happy with that answer? Yeah, good. Do we have any other questions from anybody on the floor?
Okay, Phil's got a question for both.
Yeah, for both the boys. Because quite often players have superstitions. So do you guys have any superstitions that you just religiously stick to?
No, I try not to. Just because I know that if I didn't do it, if you got too many, you can't probably do them all. And if you don't do one, you forget to go one, and it's the start of the game, you start wigging out.
Do you mean like
think you're going to play bad? But so I don't. But I remember Lee Fisher used to have one that used to play for us. He made a jam sandwich one day. He used to eat a jam sandwich on the way to the game. And one day he threw the jam sandwich out on the way to the game. And he ended up playing well. So from then on, he made a jam sandwich every time he went to the game and threw it out. So that's probably the funniest one I've heard.
David?
Yeah, I don't really have any. I suppose that might be a superstition running to the far outside. I'm not sure, but another one, it happened, I think it was the start of last year. Dill Robertson actually goes, I've got this superstition. And I was like, oh, do you? What is it? He goes, I'll put my socks on before my boots. I said, mate, that's not a superstition. You have to do that.
Excellent. All right, wow. And Sandy, you've got one more there.
One from Wendy for Sam.
Deb. Just wondering, junior footy, were you always a defender or other positions?
Yeah, not at all, actually. I never played defence at all until I got to St Kilda. SNFL, I played most of my footy as a forward and got drafted to St Kilda as a forward. And I was only, Luke Penny and Justin Kaczynski got suspended one day and, just got thrown in the deep end along with Matty Ferguson to cover those two guys' spots. And obviously must have done a half-decent job. So,
You'll be down there
been
now.
at it ever since. So maybe I should have done a bad job straight up and I wouldn't have had to do it.
Well, there you go. That's the questions. That's our segment called What's Going On. If you've got any questions that you ever want to ask any of the players that are going to be appearing on the shows, all you've really got to do is go to our Twitter page, go to That's Good for Footy, and just use the hashtag What's Going On. Shoot your questions through, and next time that we're here, we'll be asking the questions to those boys. Thanks for participating in that, everyone on the floor, and we'll move on to our next one. Thank you. We're going to kick it off with round 14. Let's go into the tips.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yep, let's get ready to rumble. We're going to kick it off with football tomorrow night, Thursday, June the 23rd. It's Adelaide versus North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Let's hear the Adelaide song.
We're the pride of South Australia.
And that'll be enough of that. Thank you, Sam. We don't want to hear that. And we'll go straight into the North Melbourne song. And that's about enough of that. If we keep that one going, we'll be here the next week. So Adelaide Oval, Thursday night game. We've got a few of these coming up. 7:20 Adelaide Oval. It's going to be a cracker game. It really is. I think it'll be a really good game. North Melbourne need to step up to the plate. Adelaide are playing at their home ground. They've got to have the 19th man, which is obviously what Adelaide Oval is, behind them. What are your thoughts, boys?
I like Adelaide. I think Adelaide are playing really good football, and they gave us a fair lesson over there when I was in the coach's box. So they played a good brand of footy, and I like them to win.
Yep.
Yeah, like Sam said, over there a couple of weeks ago, they really touched us up. We dropped away pretty much after the first 10 minutes, and they were really strong. So I'd say Adelaide, yeah.
Yeah, and Josh Jenkins, all the talk and innuendo that's going on around that. Great forward. I mean, he's doing the job. Good to see that they're doing so well. I think it's going to be a really cracker game, though. I think when you put it down to and you just look, Thursday night football over there under lights, cracker. Go
Yeah,
for
his contract went up $100,000 after playing us.
Well, don't worry about this thing with Mark Rasciuto and so forth. It went up then. So Friday, June the 24th, we're going to head to the MCG for the Collingwood and the Fremantle game. Let's hear the Collingwood song. Sing it loud then. And that'll do. Thank you very much. Let's go to the Fremantle song. Oh, yeah. No, not getting any love there either, mate. Collingwood versus Fremantle, MCG, 7:50 Friday night. I don't have a lot to say, to be honest with you, boys. I mean, I'm looking at the Pies. They've got a checkered little past going on at the moment. And Fremantle, although they've won their last three, they're playing a good brand of football, something they probably could have started with 12, 13 weeks ago, but didn't. And they're in the position that they are. They're coming up against the Pies. Your thoughts?
Yep, Pies are a little bit hot and cold for me, and Freo have been really good the last 4 weeks. I say 4 weeks because they're good against us, but we still beat them.
Yeah.
But yeah, their last 3 weeks have been really good, and I think they're starting to actually get some confidence back. So I would say Freo.
Yep. Okay. Freo.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Armour. I think they're starting to find some form. Their good players are playing well now. Been thrown probably a life, they're playing for their career. So. So they're really starting to find some form.
It's strange. There's like 5 of the senior players are playing in the twos for Collingwood. And Travis, he just, poor guy, just can't get a trick right at the moment. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about your game, and we'll get to that soon. Saturday, June the 25th, we're heading to the MCG again for the Richmond v Brisbane game. Let's hear Richmond.
Away from Tigerland.
Oh, yeah.
A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland.
No. I think this is their song.
We finished 9th again. The Richmond Tigers finished 9th again. In any season you will see it is our fate to miss out on the 8. We win a few, then lose a lot, and then it is too late. We just went down.
All right, that'll do. We don't need to upset anyone too much, do we? But they're playing Brisbane. Let's hear that song, Sam.
We are the pride of Brisbane town.
And that'll do. Thank you very much. So MCG Saturday at 1:40 afternoon game. Tigers. I'm thinking it should be an easy enough game for them. I'm probably suggesting that Brisbane have been under the pump of late. They came out quite strong last weekend, but then fell away. Lepo's under a heap of pressure. For mine, it's going to be Richmond, but we've got you boys here for that. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think Richmond will win pretty easily. I think Brisbane are coming out strong and having a fair crack, but they tend to drop away pretty quickly, and Richmond should be too strong in Melbourne.
Yeah, I would say Richmond as well, but the Brisbane midfield are actually quite dominant. They dominate all the stats in all the areas. They get a lot of numbers, but just I think it's the ends, the forwards and backs that sort of let them down. But yeah, I would say Richmond too strong.
Yep, cool. All right, we won't waste any more time with it. Spotless Stadium, we're going to head over to there, 4:35 on Saturday afternoon. It's GWS versus Carlton. Let's hear GWS. It makes you do that, doesn't it? That's it. Yeah, look at them. Do you know why it makes you do that? Because they stole it from this, didn't they? I'm sure they did. Hey! Thank you, Sam. I'm sure it came from that. That was the 1980 Moscow Olympics, and you guys are probably going, what? But most of the people in the room might get that. So, Moscow Olympics, 1980. GWS versus Carlton. Let's hear the Carlton song.
We are the Navy Blues.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same get up and go kind of punchy vibe with it, does it? Thank you, Sam. That'll do. I reckon Carlton, they're playing good football. The boys sort of rallying around. They're playing the Brendan Bolton style of football that he wants them to. But in saying that, GWS, I watched them against Sydney the other week, playing on Sydney's home deck, and they just look so friggin' strong and quick. If they can turn that quickness into skill, they're going to be a really, really good team.
Yeah, Carlton are playing good. They won 6 and 7 up until 2 weeks ago when they played us. So, but GWS, I think they're a serious contender.
Yeah.
They're really playing some really good footy. They play a really contested brand. They got a strong midfield that they like a little bit of push and shove. They don't get intimidated.
No.
And got guys like Stevie Johnson back in sort of like career best form almost. So
Absolutely.
they've got a good mix at the moment.
Yeah, they have.
Got a
David?
message from Lenny Hayes last night. He was obviously up at GWS doing some midfield coaching for them and saw how we went about playing Carlton's midfield and asked a few things, and he gave us a few things for against Geelong in return, so it was good. But the GWS midfield, he's very lucky to be able to coach them because they've got absolute genuine speed and they're very good and very talented through there. So GWS.
Yep, beautiful. No worries. We'll leave this game. We'll go to the next one. Sunday, June the 26th at Aurora. This is Hawthorn versus Gold Coast. Let's hear the Hawk song.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn.
Yep.
We're the mighty fight.
And we don't care about that at all. And we'll go straight over to the Gold Coast.
We are the sons of the Gold Coast sky, where the team
And that'll do for that as well. It's going to be down in Aurora. It's obviously Tassie. Hawthorn play really well in Launceston. I don't think there's going to be much more to say than yes or no.
Yes.
Hawthorn?
Yes.
Yes.
Cold, yes.
Yes, yeah, cold, yes. All right, let's get to what we're actually here for. Etihad 7:25 on Saturday evening. It's St Kilda versus Geelong. Let's hear the Geelong song.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all.
No.
Geelong.
They're about to start throwing things. We don't want that. Let's hear this song then. It's the St Kilda one.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Join in, boys, if you want.
The Saints go marching in. Oh, how I want to be with St Kilda when the Saints go marching in.
Oh, yeah. You can get up and about if you want. We'll let it go. All right, that'll do. Thank you very much. St Kilda Geelong, Etihad Stadium, 7:25. You're up against it, boys. I have to be honest. Geelong came out last week, obviously, and they're just playing really good football at the moment. Obviously, Danger and Selwood are their possessions in that centre clearances. It's just unbelievable over the last couple of weeks. I spoke to the boys. We had them on from the Western Bulldogs last week, and they said as long as we can sort of negate those two, we'll be all right. They said we're not into a tagging brand of football, which was instructions from Beveridge, both to Stringer and Hunter. I saw footage of them actually playing the game last week, and they were right. They didn't tag them at all, and they trounced them, absolutely trounced them. The week before, obviously against North Melbourne, they came out and they did the same thing. So they're playing a really good style of football, and Dangerfield and Selwood are on fire. So how are you going to combat that, and how do you think you'll go?
We obviously haven't had our major midfield meeting yet. We've got that tomorrow, but in all the stats that matter, they're 1 and 2 in all the stats that matter. So clearly they have a massive impact on how the side goes. But we think we've got some things in place to nullify them, especially around the stoppages. I think the major thing is not to let Dangerfield and Selwood stream out the front, because then it puts your defenders under pressure when they're kicking it in. So as long as we can force them back and make them sort of kick around the corner and kick it high over our hands, then it'll give the defenders a chance. But obviously a huge task, but if we get a chance to tackle them hard, I think we will be.
And I've noticed a lot of the teams that do go in and can win those contested balls and also the clearances, they're tackling hard. I mean, North Melbourne took it up against them last week. Hawthorn I'm talking about in that instance of tackling hard. It's obviously something that you're going to have to come out with, a bit of physical strength, at least to be intimidating in the first quarter. Yeah,
that's right. And hopefully as a whole midfield group, it won't be just left up to Jack or myself or just Seb Ross. It'll be a whole midfield group. So I think, if we have 4 or 5 that get the job done, and, I said that they're really important, those two, then, we'll go a long way to beating them inside the midfield battle.
Cool. Beautiful. And Sam?
Yeah, pretty much the same as Armo's got to play really well. But I don't think you can totally stop them, but it'll be nice to, and I hope we can. But I think you just got to make sure the clarity of their clearances or the quality of their clearances.
Make 'em earn it, basically, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not as good as what they've had over the past couple of weeks. So if they do get them, they are kicking around corners and kicking it higher in the air so that we got a chance to, as defenders, come off your man and help support and get third man up across and really help each other out and play as a real back six that works together. But you can't do that when they're streaming out the front of stoppage, as Armo said, and hitting their forwards on the
I get
tit.
it. Yeah, no, beautiful. No, seriously. Look, I obviously wish you the best, and everybody here does as well. So, yeah, get out there and slay the Cats on the weekend. Hope it all goes well. Put it together for the boys, please.
And this is what you pray for every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
This is a segment that we call Who Am I? All right, who am I? Who am I? Well, we've got Mark down the front here. Mark's on the right, for stage right. So put your hands together for Mark. And we've got the lovely Wendy here on the left. All right, so put your hands together for Wendy. Now, this is pretty simple, boys. What I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to grab your buzzers, and if you could just test them for me. All right. So we've got the rooster, and what's yours, Armo?
I want to be a rooster.
You already are, mate. We just haven't got you the sound effect to go with it. Show me. All right, well, you're the cow. Just for tonight, you can be the cow. All right. It's pretty simple. All I want you two down the front to do, Mark, you're going to be playing on behalf of David, so you'll turn over the score each time that he gets one right. And Wendy, you're going to be playing for Sam. All right. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to ask the boys a series of nicknames, and then those the boys have to get in with their buzzers first and tell me who they think the person is that I'm referring to. So, Sam. All right, here we go. First one, Super Boot. That's the cow.
Super boot.
Yep, Super Boot. Go, I can see it. Shh.
Bernie.
As in the town in Tasmania? No.
Bernie Vince.
No, Bernie Quinlan. All right, no score so far. Flying doormat.
I know that one.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't tell you who it is, though.
Well, we need that. That's how the game works. Shh. Sam.
Bruce Door.
Yes, correct. Strangely enough. Wow. All right, let's go for this one. Diesel. That's the rooster.
Greg Williams.
Spot on. That's two. We're running now. Here we go. The King. That's the rooster.
Wayne Carey.
All right. Lethal. Oh, I reckon that was the cow. Yeah. Armo.
So that was the last two. Lee Matthews.
Yes, correct. Woosher. Oh, that sounded like the rooster to me. Yeah. Woosher.
Rowan Welsh. Our assistant coach, my defence coach is Rowan Welsh. His nickname's Woosher.
Oh, right. Yeah, but they didn't know that, so no. No, it's Johnny Worsfeld.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Boomer Harvey.
He's not going to even let me say. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll go for it. Push up. That was definitely the rooster.
Jake King.
Spot on. The Flying Dutchman. You can help. You two can help if you want. Oh, not like that. Well, we've got the rooster, so yeah.
Paul Vanderhaar.
Correct. All right. What's the score, please? 5 versus 3. All right, let's go. It's going to be the first one to 10. The Flea. The cow.
Craig McRae.
No.
Dale Waitman.
Dale Waitman, geez, correct.
What was Craig McRae?
Don't know.
Okay.
No idea. He's not on here, so. Leaping Leo. That's the rooster again.
Leo Barry.
Correct. What are we sitting on now? 7? All right. Ooh. Hungry. The cow?
Kevin Bartlett.
Correct. All right. The Doc. That was the cow.
Daryl Baldock.
All right. How are we going now? 5 versus 7. The Birdman. Oh, the cow. The Birdman.
Birdman. Brett Burton.
Correct. All right. No, that was Armo. Fig Jam.
Nathan Buckley.
Correct. For a bonus point, which, no, I can't. Pebbles. That's the rooster for Pebbles.
Ryan O'Keefe.
Well, it actually is, but there's another one as well.
So I'm right.
Yeah, but we'll take another one. If you've got it. No, Anthony Rocker.
Rocker.
I like it. Rocket.
Rodney Eaton.
Yes, correct. So you're going to be up there. That's 10. We have a winner. Too simple, 6 versus 10. Guess what, Wendy? You've won $400 worth of vouchers. Congratulations. And on top of that, just for being such a trooper, there's a bottle of champagne as well. Congratulations. And for you, Mark, you don't go away empty-handed. We've got a Nature Bee pack down there for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Wendy.
Thanks, gents. Thank you so much.
Way to go. Everyone's happy. Oh, all right. Come on, Wendy. Here we go. This is a great little segment that we call Get Smart. All right, wonderful. We've got the gorgeous Gracie down here on stage right, and we've also got the lovely Anthony on stage left. Please welcome them to the stage. You guys are going to be playing for a wonderful prize pack. We've got $30 Aon chauffeured cars voucher, $100 Lobster Cave voucher, $25 Celebrations voucher, a $50 Pancake Parlour voucher, $80 Funfields theme park voucher, a $50 Hamper World voucher, a $40 Comics Lounge voucher, and a $50 Legends and Heroes voucher. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah. Not bad, he's good. Well, at least you'll have something to do when you're not doing this. So that's what you're going to be playing for. And as I said, we've got Gracie down here and Anthony. What the boys are going to be doing here is I'm just going to be asking them questions that are kind of general knowledge, or maybe they're not. And the boys are going to be using their buzzers again to buzz in. Yeah, all right. Armo, the answer is... Yeah. All right, well, we've tested them, so we know who's who. Unless you wanted to switch, of course. Did you want to be the rooster? No, he's okay. All right. Let's get stuck into it then. We're going to play this game, and it's going to be the first one to 5. All right. How many rings are there in the Olympic flag? That's the rooster.
5.
Correct. Where on your body is your patella? Oh, that's the cow.
Your knee.
Correct. Who was Flipper on TV?
The dolphin?
A dolphin. Yeah, so we got highly intelligent questions here. All right. What chess piece is also known as the name of someone in the church? Oh, a cow.
Bishop.
Correct. All right, what are we on? 2 each. This is cutthroat. All right, here we go. What year did Elvis Presley die? That's the cow. What
77? Or was it 6? 7. 7.
Sure?
Pretty sure.
You sure you want to go with 77?
It was either 6 or 7. It was one of them. I
Which would
remember.
you
choose?
Which would you like to go for? 7? For a bonus point, but you won't get the point, I'll just give you a bonus. What was the date and month?
Hang on.
Just to make it a little bit more intense. Wendy's down there doing sign language like she's...
Was it a bit later than mid-year, I think?
Yeah.
Is it August?
August, yeah.
16th?
Oh, he got it.
I should know that. That's my dad.
Yeah, you
That's my
should.
dad's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
August 16th, 1977. No, just one. Just one. We're only, yeah.
Give me
so,
two. Give me 2, Gracie.
What did the 7 dwarves do for a job? The cow.
Oh, they were builders.
No. Sam? No? All right, they were miners. Very good. You ready, boys? What is the capital city of Australia?
Canberra.
Canberra, correct. What are we sitting on? 3
Mackay.
apiece. All right. What is 15 metres high, 8 metres wide, and 240 kilometres long? And nothing from the audience. $15 metres high, 8 metres wide, 240 kilometres long. No takers? The Great Wall of China. What year and what month and year did we officially land on the moon?
July 1969.
Oh, he's good. Well done. Good on you, mate. That was a beautiful. What year did Lady Di die?
97.
Oh, he's done it. That's 5. You're a champion, mate. And you wanted to switch. You wanted to switch. You're a winner. That's it. Simple as that. That's it. First to 5. Well done. Get smart. $300 worth of vouchers. A runner-up Nature B pack for you, Mark, as well, which Armo will give you. That's brilliant.
And this is what you pray for every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
We've got another segment. This is called What Can I Say? Oh, yeah, a bit of groovy going. This is pretty cool, boys, because we don't have any contestants for this. There's no prizes. It's just one-word answers. You feel fresh and we'll go through that. Don't worry, we've got plenty more coming. I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. You feel free to say whatever you want. All right, if it's a one-word answer, so be it. Sam Fisher enjoys. That's just for you, Sam, actually.
Hey?
That's just for you.
I thought he had to answer.
No?
You're
No?
Sam.
No,
I'm
just for you.
David.
Yeah, this one's just for
Yeah,
you.
but I thought you
No,
were
no,
fighting
no,
back there.
just for you. Go for it. Sam Fisher enjoys.
Golf.
That'll do. David Armitage wants to play.
Golf.
Okay. The AFL deliberate out of bounds rule is
Shocking.
shocking and
I think it's good.
okay.
So do I.
As
I take my answer back. It's good.
Okay. Well done. A night grand final is
Great.
great.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, you know, we've been getting, all the players have been giving that answer over the last, 6-7 weeks, saying the same thing. So it's got to be something that you guys, obviously, feel, let's get into a night grand final at some point. Okay. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. The shot clock is
Waste of time.
Okay.
waste of time.
Yeah.
Who needs it? Okay. All right. St Kilda this year will finish
Top.
top.
9.
Ninth for Armo. Okay. Etihad Stadium is where we.
Play great footy.
Don't
Okay.
get don't get wet.
Don't get wet. All right. Our fans are.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Hey, that's you. Hallelujah. Travelling interstate is.
Frequent flyer points.
Sam?
Only good to go home to visit family.
Okay. All right. There's your answer. Moorabbin or Seaford?
Linen House Centre.
If you're looking for a sponsor.
in
Gordy.
Moorabbin.
Yeah?
Yeah, hopefully Linden House Centre sponsor Moorabbin.
Yeah, good.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that'd be nice. That'd be nice. What do you guys think, Moorabbin or Seaford? Yeah, I agree. I used to love going down to a Saturday afternoon game down at Moorabbin when Tony Lockett was there. It was brilliant. The coach is?
Honest.
Yep.
Great.
Honest and great. All right. Good Friday football is?
Also great.
Okay.
Yeah, be worth a crack.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. And the deliberate rush behind rule is?
Shocking for me.
Shocking to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just like that. Just leave it at that. All right, well, that's it. That's all we wanted to do. That's a segment called What Can I Say? Well done, boys. Thank you very much. This is Knowing Me, Knowing You.
Knowing me, knowing you. There is nothing we can do. Knowing me.
All right, this is knowing me, knowing you. It's pretty simple. The two boys down the front. We've got Mark here on the right, and we've got Ryan here on the left. Can you put your hands together for them? Woohoo! All right, now you guys are going to be playing again for the vouchers. You've got $30 Aeon chauffeured cars, $100 Lobster Cave, 25 celebrations, 50 Pancake Parlour, 80 Funfields Theme Park, 50 Hamper World, 40 Comics Lounge, 50 Legends and Heroes, and with a runner-up prize from Nature B. All right, this is nice and simple. There's no buzzers required here, but this is about the boys and how much they know about each other. All right, hence the reason we call it knowing me, knowing you. I'm going to ask you boys a series of 10 questions. They're going to be the same 10 questions for each of you, and I'm going to start with you first, Sam. These 10 questions you have to know about David.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Your first question about David. What is his age?
27.
David?
I just turned 28 a couple of days ago.
That's a bonbon.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Which is really good because it leads us into the next question. What is his birth date, month and year will do?
Couple of days. The 6th. Huh? 16th
Yeah.
of the 6th. 26. Yeah, I said the 6th.
June?
88.
Yay! All right.
We're in June, yeah?
Do you know where he was born?
6th, I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is June.
Yeah, sure.
Sam? Do you know where he was born? I'll take town.
Mackay?
Mackay?
Yep.
Correct. Do you know his middle name?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
You do. Please tell everyone.
Clancy.
Clancy. Sorry, David.
You're all right.
All right, okay. All right, we'll move on very quickly. What sort of musical genre does he like?
Shocking.
He's got bad...
Not right.
No?
He's always trying to play music in the gym, and
Okay.
Yeah, he's all over the shop, and he can range from techno to 1970s. So
Okay.
it's really wide variety.
He's right. I'm very broad.
Yeah, okay.
Very broad
all right.
music.
Okay, let's go with that. What did he who did he barrack for growing up?
Brisbane.
Yep. You could say Brisbane when they started winning.
Okay, Brisbane. What is one of his favourite meals?
Eggs on toast.
Eggs on toast?
Yeah,
Eggs on toast?
eggs. He always has eggs with brekkie. So.
What do you reckon, David? One of your favourite meals?
Yeah, I have it every day, so I guess it is.
Yeah? We can get...
But
right.
more like a
Yeah.
would have thought like a roast pork or a roast or something for dinner or a
Don't have
steak.
that every day.
Nah, but yeah.
What is what is his girlfriend's or wife's name?
Jessie.
Jessie?
It's a girlfriend.
Correct.
And my wife?
Lucky we said or. How many brothers or sisters does he have?
One sister.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it?
And?
One brother.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, help me out here, David. Come on.
correct.
How many brothers or sisters does he have? One and one. All right. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
Ooh. 86.
David?
87?
Oh.
84.
84.
So that's a no.
No, Sam.
All right, what did he end up with?
I didn't even
What was his score? 8. That's not bad. That's a good score. Well done. All right. Now it's over to you, champ. Let's see how you go, Mark. Oh, Armo. All right. What is his age?
Old. 34.
Sam?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, that's a no then.
You
All
will
right.
be.
Close.
Yeah, not there. What is his birth date, month and year?
July the 25th? 10th.
July 10th. Is that your answer? Is that correct, Sam?
That's correct. Yep.
1982.
Yes.
In 1982. Right, beautiful. Do you know where he was born?
Yes, Barmera.
Correct.
Barnra. Beautiful. Do you know his middle name?
Edward.
Edward. I'm gathering by that it's not.
I don't actually have a middle name. I don't have one.
Really?
No, I don't. Just
We are
Samuel
meant to
Fisher.
get that.
Okay, let's go with that. What sort of musical genre does he like?
Hard trance.
Hard trance. Sam?
Oh, not really. Sometimes.
Sometimes. We'll go with sometimes. We'll give him a point for that anyway. Okay, who did he barrack for growing up?
Adelaide Crows.
No.
No. Okay, who was it?
I don't want to say in here.
You can.
Collingwood.
I
All
couldn't.
right, there goes the autograph.
Even if I knew it, I wouldn't say it.
Okay, what is one of his favourite meals?
His favourite meal? Eggs? No, I would say he does like a nice pasta, that's for sure.
Yep, correct.
Beautiful. All right. You getting this down, Mark? Or are you too busy watching the State of Origin?
What's the score?
How you going there? Yeah?
For us?
4.
We winning?
All right.
Yes. we-
Okay, what is his girlfriend or wife's name?
Kasha Z.
Yep. Beautiful.
Zakas Kezerwalski.
How many brothers or sisters does he have?
One brother.
One brother?
Named Ben.
That's it, correct. And the last question, what are we sitting on? 6 versus 8. Can't win. Let's just go with this one. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
Not too many. Double figures, I would say. Probably 23-ish.
Very close.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
About as good as I was.
22.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bad luck.
you'd give me that then.
Nah. 6 versus 8. Guess what? Ryan, you're the winner. Congratulations. Which also means that so are you. So knowing me, knowing you, there's all your vouchers. Mark, congratulations. Grab a Nature B pack on your way out. Thanks for coming and get back there and watch the State of Origin. So easy. Knowing me, knowing you, knowing me. This is a segment that we like to call I Did It My Way.
Oh no, not me. I did it my way.
Fantastic. We've got the lovely Sandra, Phil, Gary, Deb and Jeff all down here. They're all going to be playing I Did It My Way. And we're going to kick it off with the lovely Sandra now, who's going to give her best rendition of the St Kilda theme song. Let's hear it, Sam.
Oh, when the saints
Go, Deb. Go, Sam.
Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, I want to be with St Kilda. When the saints go marching in.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I want to be with St Kilda.
When the saints go marching in. Oh, how I want to be with St Kilda.
When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I want to be with St Kilda.
When the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in. Come on, the Santa! You haven't got Santa!
All right. Well, I think it's unanimous, but I might go to you, boys. Your thoughts? Jeff? Yeah. Between Jeff and Phil.
And Deb.
And Deb? All right, I'm going to overrule it. You got it, Jeff.
Yeah, well done, Jeff.
Well done, mate. You're a champion. There you go, buddy. I did it my way. Congratulations. On top of that, mate, take a bottle of champagne.
And this is what you pray for every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
We have a fantastic sponsor that's come on board with us for 2016. That company is called the Big Picture People. If you've got one of the footy records in front of you, you will probably notice on the second or third last page there is a double-page spread which is alluding to the Big Picture People. All you have to do is go to the Big Picture People website, enter your details in, and you can have the chance of winning an $11,000 home theatre surround sound package with a giant 3-metre television screen. It's pretty easy. All you got to do is that. Enter your details, and you've got the chance of winning it. You'll get it delivered on grand final day. And for those of you watching at home, this is how you enter. Yes, thanks to the Big Picture people, we have the chance to win a home cinema sports pack valued at over $11,000. You can enjoy big sports, movies, concerts and even video games on a big 3-metre screen with thunderous surround sound. This home cinema pack is courtesy of the Big Picture people. To enter, simply log on to bigpicturepeople.com.au/good-for-footy. Terms and conditions are on the page. Good luck to everyone, and thanks to the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. We've got some big shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. On June the 29th, we're at the Village Green Hotel for Collingwood's Dane Swan and Jamie Elliott. That's a free show, so if you'd like to attend, get onto that'sgoodforfooty.com.au and register. On July the 6th, we've got Richmond's Alex Ransom, Brett Delidio at the Mount Erica, do the same thing. July the 13th, it's Melbourne's Jack Watts and Bernie Vince at the Mount Erica again. On July the 20th, it's Hawthorn's Josh Gibson, Luke Bruce at the Burvale Hotel in Nuttawading. On July the 27th, Geelong's Patrick Dangerfield and Jimmy Bartell, who I know is just confirmed. But if you want to get along to any of these shows, it's pretty simple. That's goodforfooty.com.au/register. Put your name in that registration detail. When you get a confirmation email, nominate the show you want to go to and the number of tickets you want left for you at the door. It's really that simple. It can't get any more simpler than that. Is simpler a word? I think it is. Anyway, these shows are on every Wednesday night. It's pretty easy to come along. We hope you've all had a good time. Have you? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. As I've said, get on and nominate. Come along to the shows. We'd love to see you here. You've been watching the That's Good for Footy panel show, St Kilda Footy Funatics night, and guess what? David Armitage, Sam Fisher. Put your hands together for them. You guys have been fantastic. I really appreciate you being on the show. First time for you, David. I think about the 4th time for you, mate, and that's how much we love you here. And we love you now too, so you'll be back again as well. So we've really enjoyed having the boys here tonight. We wish you all the best against Geelong on the weekend. I hope it all goes exceptionally well for you. Get out there and give it a red-hot crack. Thanks to everyone that's participated this evening, that got involved in the events and won prizes. That's been super awesome on your part. All I want you to do now is just put your hands together for the boys. Wish them all the best. It's pretty simple. If you've had a good time, go and see Sandy on the red carpet. Have a chat with her on your way out. My name's Damien. I've had a bloody good time being here with you. This has been That's Good for Footy panel shows. We'll see you again next time. Cheers and good night.
We're here at the Clayton's Bowls Club in Clayton, and we've just had two of the finest from the St Kilda Football Club, Sam Fisher and David Armitage. And now, I'm just going to ask people what they thought of the show. Sam, welcome back to That's Good for Footy panel show. How'd you go?
Oh, absolutely unbelievable. We loved it. So this is actually the biggest one I've done, so the crowds are getting bigger. A lot of fun. When there's more people here, there's a lot more atmosphere, a lot more fun.
So Bailey, tell me, did you have a good time tonight? Not bad night on your first night of your school holidays, is it?
Oh no, it's a great night, especially spend it with such great players like David and Sam.
So Lucky Phil, what'd you think?
Wow, this is an awesome night. If you get a chance to come along and you want to have not just a good feed, but a bloody good laugh, and get the chance to get really up close and personal with the players, this is good for footy. It really is.
Did you enjoy the segments?
Yeah, I did. It was funny sitting up there with Sam and taking the mickey out of each other. So it was great, and hopefully everyone here enjoyed it, which I'm sure they did.
How would you recommend this show?
I'd just say, look, get your friends together. It's such a fun night. It's relaxing, and yeah, it's just awesome. Really, really good.
How would you recommend it to your friends?
Oh, absolutely. I'd recommend all my friends to come. Whether or not they back for the team or not, just a great night.
It's good for footy!
That's good for footy!
That's good for footy!
That's good for footy! That's good for footy!
That's good for footy.
That's good for footy!
You've been watching That's Good for Footy.
You've been watching That's Good for Footy.
So there you have it. They've had their say, and now I'm going to have mine. This has been That's Good for Footy panel shows. My name is Sandy. Thank you. And good night.
Want more information about the shows? Then log on to the That's Good for Footy website at www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au. Here you'll find venue dates and lineup, photo gallery, register to win section, competitions, ticket sales and heaps more.